Cons are definitely going to be very different with the contact side of things, having to continue to social distance. I think the way that people will create their costumes will also come into effect on social distancing as well, and introduction of masks to match cosplays at Comic Cons. I'm not a fan of masks. I have to wear one all day, every day for my job, but I will continue to wear one as long as it helps somebody out there. So if it means having to change a costume so that I can protect somebody, I will do. So I think costumes and cons are going to have to become less interactive, physically interactive, as sad as that is, because I do love meeting somebody and fangirling over them and then giving them a hug. You're just going to have to do that from a distance, and less hugging, unfortunately. No free hugs signs out there anymore.
That's a big
More
loss.
like, you know, free handshake from a distance, free elbow bumps.
Oh, what a takedown.
I know. I hate the elbow bumps. I'm just like, what is this? What's going on?
I'm not
The
gonna do
weirdest
this.
part of the human body.
It
It's
is.
weird.
It is.
It's knobbly, and it hurts when you hit it, and it hurts people if you hit them. It's a weird part of the body, and yet we're like, hi. I don't really get it, but it seems to be a thing we're all doing now. So I think, that's gonna change. I think a lot of people are going to move. I think some people are going to move on, as we've seen, onto these subscription platforms as a way of making money. I hope that people become, and I think people are becoming a lot more open-minded with these subscription sites. I've seen a lot of people out there have a lot of negativity for people who do it. And again, I have seen a lot of negativity for women who do it. I'm hoping that that changes, that people don't suddenly try and use that as an insult, as, yeah, but you earn money from having your boobs out. I hope people become a lot more open-minded to that. And it is a sex industry, it is sex work, and it shouldn't be seen as something shameful. It's just one way that somebody earns money, and if they earn a lot of money from it, go them. And that people need to, again, if they are going to go into that side of cosplay, into sort of the more sex industry side, I have one piece of advice. If you're going to do something and you're going to put it online, imagine the worst person in the world viewing it, whether that's your grandma, your future children, your parents, your friends, somebody who is going to see it, because that is the internet. If it's out there, there is a possibility that that person could view it. How are you going to handle them knowing what you do? How are you going to handle the fact that they might not accept that side of you? And if you're okay with that, if you're prepared to take on that responsibility, that maybe a future child that you don't have might resent you in the future because they could get bullied for what you do. They might not be. They could have a great, view of it. And they might be very respectful and think you're a great person. But there is a chance that your future children might look at you and go, I don't want anything to do with you. And so you have to be prepared that the worst person in the world to see it could see it and hate you for it. And if you can handle that, fine. If you can't handle that, then you have to really have a think about what it is you're going to get out of it, because people will see. And, it takes one mistake on the internet to ruin your life. So people do have to think very responsibly about that. So I think people will sort of go more to these platforms. And I think it will go through a wave. We'll have waves of where it goes really high and then it will really low. And in fashions, different subscription sites will suddenly become the one to be. We've seen it go from Patreon to OnlyFans. We don't know what's going to be the next one from OnlyFans, but it will move from one platform to another. I do hope that people are able to make a little bit of money off of it, whether it's to make a living off of it, or whether it's just to support the hobby. I think a lot of the cosplay scene is moving more to the online side, particularly with the pandemic. So I think we are going to see more people debuting things online rather than going to cons to do these things. And I think people are still quite scared to go outside and go to big events as well. So
Fair.
I think you're going to have two sides of people who go to the conventions, people who are just sick of being limited and want to get out there and just live a normal life, and people who are just aren't ready yet. So it's going to be, I think the first con's going to be a weird one. I'm not necessarily going to see all the people I want to see. And I might see some behavior that I don't like, but I might also see some people who are very respectful of what's going on and very considerate of other people. And I hope I see more of that. I hope I see people respecting others, and that, you know, not all of us have been double jabbed yet. Some of us out there can't have the jab, and that we need to be respectful of each other and keep in mind that not everybody has illnesses that we can see on the surface as well.